Well, we're excited to be back with you on the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Gentling and Gino Fronti, and we're wearing our very nice shirts because you should check out the Don and Gino show because we've been doing that for almost 5 years, actually just about a week away or so.
Yeah, we're right on the edge there, Don.
And if you check out donandgino.com, we have such great information. Click on the YouTube channel, get this, 900 plus videos with interviews with some of the top professionals around the nation. So you should definitely check that out.
Even better, they can look at our predictions, see that so far our crystal ball has been pretty shiny.
Actually, I don't know if we've really missed because we do our studies, we do our homework, and that's why we started our National Real Estate Cafe, basically our video blog daily to give you what's in the know. So let's show how right we usually are and why you need to listen to us versus the media. The media is usually 2 months late or they got, marketing spins.
That's right. So let's take a look at what the Fed did this week because it affects everybody and everything.
So, yeah, the Fed sits around the table and decides, are we going to raise short-term interest rates? Short-term, not long-term interest rate, but it can affect it possibly. But short-term, which is credit cards, car debt,
home equity lines of
home
credit.
Equity lines of credit. That's it, not home loans.
And the cost at which banks borrow from each other, which is very important.
Okay, so what happened?
Not a dang.
Boom! Yay! We didn't have any. Janet Yellen and the crew did not raise rates. So that's
she
good
also
news.
has not had teeth whitening.
Well, that's old school. That's what happens. So what does that mean? All right, so let's check out the next slide here. So, as predicted, the Fed did not raise short-term interest rates. We did predict it. Also, we predicted that the Fed may not raise rates 4 times like they said they were going to do. We thought that was too aggressive. Gino, I know, but you have a concern.
There's also a possibility that they only raise once towards the latter side of the year. Now, there is one piece that is going ahead to make this very difficult for the Fed. Inflation is starting to peak into reports. And more importantly than that, here's the part that you only get from Don and Gino on the National Real Estate Cafe. I feel it in the street.
Yes.
And when you feel it in the street, it takes months to get into the reports. So I feel it in the street. I'm feeling wage pressure. I feel inflation. So we'll see how that continues. We'll keep you in the know on what's going on in the street.
Well, in fact, you might want to continue to check this out daily because we're going to talk about wage inflation in the near future. Pretty prophetic, isn't he? Not pathetic, prolific. Yeah,
anyways,
something like that.
You don't watch us for entertainment, or maybe you do. I know Tina likes it.
All right. So how's that affected rates? Well, the rates were sliding. Remember, red is bad, meaning people are selling bonds, and therefore long-term interest rates are going up. And you see I circled the little help thanks to the Fed saying we're going to back off, maybe raising interest rates.
Yeah, all this was a little bit of uncertainty just in case the Fed did something unexpected that people wanted to be protected. They didn't want to take too much risk. Now that we have confirmation, we'll probably move up towards the top of the trend line and see a little recovery and maybe get back to that old sideways line that we had going maybe about 3 weeks ago.
And if you're wondering what all these arrows are, this is how we tell where rates are going. This gives us a good indicator. It's kind of like stocks. Basically, there's support lines and there's resistance lines. And gosh, if you look at it, you'll see how often that they hit those lines to stop or hit them to stop going up or down. So right now we pressed off of the support line and now we're pressing against the resistance line. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, in just a few days, Don and I will tune in a little more on the stock market. We'll do a little bit of a show on that because if you were tuning into the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show, you would have heard Chris Ingram from Ingram Financial Solutions saying, don't panic. Everything's okay. And I know that most of the portfolios of people we talk to,
making a comeback.
Back pretty much where they were right before this fear crash.
That's why you work with professionals and why you tune in daily to the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Gentling, Gino Fronti, and you can get these sent right to your phone, 2 to 3, 4 minutes long, giving you real updates by texting NREC to the number 58885, or check us out.
NRECafe.com.